Antonio Brown was a sixth-round pick out of Central Michigan, and Antonio Brown had to work hard for everything that he got, and that's one thing that people recognized from Antonio Brown from the beginning was his hard work ethic. Antonio Brown went to hook up with teammates Mike Wallace and Emmanuel Sanders, and they formed the Young Money crew. All good things come to an end. Emmanuel Sanders went on in Denver, and the Pittsburgh Steelers was faced with a dilemma. They had to make a choice between Mike Wallace and Antonio Brown, and the Pittsburgh Steelers selected to go with Antonio Brown, giving him the contract, and Mike Wallace went on to the Miami Dolphins. And from there, like Antonio Brown likes to say, business started booming. Here's some of the stats from Antonio Brown in his prime when he was with the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's when he did all of his damage. Basically that's where his name came from. And if you can say at that point in time, Antonio Brown was the best wide receiver in the NFL at that point in time, man. I mean, Julio Jones and guys like that, they were producing, some other guys, but Antonio Brown was the guy, man. I mean, anytime the Pittsburgh Steelers needed a Big Ben, he looked to Antonio Brown, 84, man. Sometimes he even said it himself, man. He would see Brown out there and he would just throw it up there, trusting Brown and know he was going to make a play. And he did it from slants, deep curls, any route he can run. He was going to catch it, and he was famous for the toe tap. He was getting those feet in bounds when he makes that spectacular catch. And Antonio Brown wasn't just producing on the offense. He was producing special teams as well. He did some punt returns, scoring touchdowns in that facet. So Antonio Brown was all over the field. I mean, all over the field. And he wasn't just all over the field. He was everywhere, from Pizza Hut commercials, Madden, Madden NFL football covers. I mean, Antonio was big time, man. He was big business. And everything started going downhill after that hit that he took from Vontaze Burfict, man. I mean, after that, his relationship with Big Ben and the Steelers went sour. Antonio Brown was traded to the Raiders. He had a short stay with the Raiders, and he was released, and he hooked up, joined forces with Tom Brady in New England. Had a short stay in New England with Tom Brady, and then he reunited with Tom Brady again in Tampa Bay. And this time, Tampa Bay stint was not all bad. Antonio Brown went on to win a Super Bowl with Tom Brady. So, yeah, it wasn't all bad in Tampa Bay. But after the Super Bowl, Antonio Brown would suffer some injuries and things like that. And him and the team just wasn't seeing eye to eye. And they parted ways. And now currently, Antonio Brown is not in the league. He's not in the NFL, which is unfortunate, man, because a guy talented like that, you would want to see them continue making plays. Antonio Brown did try the music. He tried the music thing out. He made a few songs, and but you want to see a guy like that on the field. Like I said, he has some legal issues, lawsuits and things like that. You don't want to see Antonio Brown, a guy with that much talent, in the news like that. When you see Antonio Brown on TV, you want to see him making plays. You want to see a highlight, a catch, one of his famous toe tap catches, or a kick return, or something of that nature, something that Antonio Brown provided on the football field. Good things. You don't want to see mug shots and things like that. So, and I think his days of being an NFL receiver might be behind him. They may be over. You never know, which is unfortunate, because I know Antonio Brown had a lot more plays left up in him, but hopefully for the player that he was, man, hopefully he can just get his life back on track, and things look up for him. Things start getting better for him moving forward. Like I said, man, great talent. He was fun to watch. You know, came up with big play after big play whenever you needed him. He was reliable. And you hate to see the fall that he took, you know. And like I said, hopefully Antonio Brown can get things moving in the right direction, and he can continue to live his life in a positive fashion. Thanks for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bells to get all the new videos. And until next time, I'm out.